Nah, I mean, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Melanated Tarzan, and I'm back at you again with another SS. This series is gonna be SS Cancer. So get ready to climb aboard because it's gotta be one of my favorite because I am a Cancer, cusping Leo, so I'm what they'd call a steam sign. So it's one of my favorites. So let's get into it. What's Cancer? First off, Cancer is a cardinal sign. And if you don't know, Cancer is water. Their water. And the ruling planet is the moon. And the moon has the most effect on us. People think that the sun has the most effect on us, but the moon has the most effect on us more than any of the other planets do. Because the reason I think that the moon has the most, for one, it's the closest. And secondly, because the moon, like they say, the moon controls the tides. It controls the water tides, like in the ocean or any type of water. So if it controls the water tides and the whole Earth is made of 70% water, our body's also made of 70% water. So the moon definitely affects everyone in a way, but it affects Cancers more than any other sign in the whole zodiac because they are ruled by the sign. So what does that mean when a Cancer is affected by the moon? It could mean that if they're not balanced, okay, I'm not gonna say if they have a moon sign because we're talking about the sun sign. It can make them very emotional. It can make the Cancer very emotional and make them change quick. Some could say that they're bipolar in a way, but it's not their fault because the moon is what controls everything, and the moon can control their emotions quite easily. So really, they are moving with the phase of the moon. So that's what it is. I mean, you can have different types of Cancers. You can have one, they can all be caring, right? But some of them can be caring to an extent. They could care about something but really not do anything about it. Like they could care that people are poor and homeless, but at the same time they won't go out there and feed them. They can care that that people are destroying the earth, but they still won't do nothing. They'll go along with the flow. They'll just be like, oh man, this is so bad. So you got that type of Cancer, but then you got the type of Cancer that'll take the initiative to go do what they gotta do. They'll go feed that person, or they'll do something to help the earth, like all these trees being cut down. They'll plant more trees. They'll counteract it. So their emotions can be balanced if you have a highly functioning Cancer that has learned how to control their emotions. But sometimes it really doesn't work that way. But if you do have a Cancer like that, then you got yourself a good one. Let's see. Cancer, they can feel emotions from really anywhere. Like if you step in the radius, they can feel your emotions. You don't even got to say anything to them; they can feel it. And that's not a lie. Like people, you hear that about Cancer, but that's not a lie. You can feel the emotions. You can feel it. You can see it in body language, and you just feel like the energy. Like it just gives you this wave through your body, and it makes you feel whatever that person is feeling as well. So that's one thing, that it's power, but with great power comes great responsibility. So if you feel that emotion, you have to be the type of Cancer to do something about it, take initiative about it. You could help that person out, make them feel a better way about themselves, or if they're down, or make them feel better. That's a part of what Cancers do. The Cancer can fit into any social group, into any social crowd, because of the way they can understand people. They can be good psychologists. They can fit into any group because they can communicate with any type of person, because they feel if they've gone through a lot of stuff, they can help people with their problems because they've gone through what they're going through in that way, even if it has to do with their relationship or anything personal at home, because Cancers' lives they can be complicated. They can be fast paced. Like things can happen like in the snap of a finger. Like one minute you'll be in a relationship with somebody, and then next minute, boom, like you get mad at each other, and boom, it's over like that. So things happen erratically quick with Cancers, and that could partially be part of the phase of the moon. Could have something to do with that. I mean, it does have something to do with that. So let's see. What else about a Cancer? Like I said, they can be emotional, but people like to see Cancers as just that way. If it really, depending on what your moon sign is, I can't go past it with the moon sign. Like if you have a different moon sign for the Cancer, for the Cancer man or woman, it can change the whole dynamic of a Cancer. Like anything I'm saying right now could be totally different. Like none of this could even correspond to any of the Cancers out there, because they could have went through something that made them a different person than what. I mean, just look at their birth chart. That's all we really gotta do, and it'll tell you everything about them, whether they're emotional or not, and how their life has been, how the life has played out. So, a Cancer, if they have the moon side, if they have the moon in Taurus, if the moon is exalted, then that person is balanced with their emotions, and that is true. Like some people will think that they're dull in a way, like that they don't have emotions, but they really are feeling the things, but they just don't show it. It's not that they're being crabby, like not trying to show it. It's just that they have balance within themselves. Okay, like and that's how I feel, because my moon is in Taurus, and I feel like I have balance with my emotions even then. And some people think that like I'm just, I don't know, like I'm never really have a reason to be mad at anybody. Some people think that like they look at me, they don't think I'm a Cancer, and like not even like whenever I help them out with problems, they'll think of it like yeah, like this dude's really a good person to go to. But just on a regular basis, like I don't have the basic, like I don't have mood swings. I don't switch from here to there. I'll be pretty steady throughout the day, unless something really makes me mad. Then I'll really, I'll let you know. The Cancer will let you know. Or they will not. They could be passive too. Depending on anything else in the chart, they could be very passive. That could be a bad thing. People could take advantage of them because of how nice they are, how forgiving they can be. But Cancer, what else about Cancers? They can be very defensive. They could, like a crab, like they can have that shell on the outside once they've been hurt in a way, or something that's happened to them. They can be very defensive if someone tries to come into their life in any type of way. And not even just in relationship type wise, like even when just meeting new people, like if you don't know the person, the Cancer's not going to talk to you. If you're coming to their house and you don't say that to them, the Cancer's gonna say something about that, because the home is where the Cancer is. That's the place for them to be there. They're a cardinal sign, but at the same time, in a way, they're fixed because they like to be at home. They're all about the home life. They don't like to be out and about unless it's with the person that brings the home with them. So if they have a significant other that makes them feel as their home, they'll love to be out with them. But in a way, they'd rather sit in the house, watch Netflix, Redbox, whatever, and chill, do shit like that. They're not trying to do all this extra shit unless it's just the time, like what type of mood they're in or where the planets are in the sky. It just depends, But that's Cancer. I can give you more about it, but it goes too deep. So you just wrote the SS Cancer. If you don't know anything else about your sons or about any of your signs, subscribe to my channel first. That way you can keep up with me whenever I do it. If you're starting from the beginning, if this is your first time maybe dealing with astrology, stick with me, because I'm starting from the beginning. I'm starting with the sun sign. I'm going all the way to Pluto. I'm doing all the signs. I'm going to do all the planets. I'm going to do all the houses. I'm going to do all that. You're going to learn everything about astrology as long as you stay with my channel. And that's what you need to know, because astrology, all there is needed to know. Everything is based off astrology. You can't have anything else without astrology. You know what I mean? You can't have time without astrology. You won't know anything else without astrology, okay? So, you wrote the SS Cancer just now. Melanated Tarzan is out. Out.